So I just wanted to show you guys really quickly how he looks when he turns sideways, but he kind of straightened out. And he won't let me put the camera on him. You guys can kind of see his skin hanging. You can probably see the little bite mark on his side. And I'll tell you right now, it wasn't the Yellow Labs. It wasn't them at all. It wasn't my female Auratus here, who's also in hiding. I highly doubt it was him. He's not a vicious fish in here, all honesty. Actually, he's just usually chased around by him right there. It was one of these two. I'll tell you that right now. One of these two. I don't know what he is, but he's getting on my last nerve. When the new fish in the tank starts trying to eat your older fish, and he's a lot smaller than the biggest ones in the tank, you know there's a problem. He is pissing me off, man. I can really say at this point that I dislike this fish, and I dislike the fact that I chose him over everyone else. I thought it was a good idea at the time to get something different. He doesn't pick on this one at all. He doesn't. Let me show you his designs really quickly. You can kind of, well, he just backed up, but you can kind of see his fin there. And he's swimming away too much. But anyways, you can kind of see his fins there. Here. Stay still! Okay, you can see that his top fin is spotted, sort of, when it comes to the end. He's a really beautiful fish, but I can't find anywhere that tells me exactly what it is. It's pissing me off. I can tell you right now. I don't mind him by himself, but he, right here, he is pissing me off because he is the one that I'm always catching messing with my algae eater right here. Because of the bluefish, I'm pretty sure. It was the bluefish anyway. You can actually see the bite mark on his head and the spot where his eyeball is missing. And that's not a nice picture right there, especially when you're looking at it first. But other than that, other than my albino here being the only fish, actual fish with a chunk out of it, you can see that little bite mark right there. Oh man. It looked like they shook him around when they bit him. Whoever it was took a bite out of him and shook him around. It had to be that. He looks too damaged, but anyways, I don't know what to do with them right now. I'm up to the point where I'm going to put them into my dad's tank because I just can't deal with them. Number one, my dad needs more fish in his tank. Number two, look at what they're doing to my Pleco, and look at what they're doing to my albino. These fishes here, they're too violent for me to have myself. If the blue one dies in my dad's tank because of... My dad does have the convict cichlids in the tank right now. In all honesty, I think the convict taking a bite or two out of these two would set them straight. Look at how mean he looks. And him. He's gorgeous, man, I'm telling you, but he's not safe. I can't have anyone around him. Look at that chunk out of the stomach. Oh my god, look at the chunk out of the tail fin. Turn around. You could see like an actual bite out of the tail fin. Which means if this lasts any longer, by tomorrow, he might be dead. So I just may ask my dad to take him, not him, these two home with him. Because they're the ones that are killing everything in my tank right now. Not literally everything, but they took out the eyeballs and they took a bite out of him. They only do things when I'm asleep. Anyways, I just want to give a quick thanks to that dude Petty, because he's kind of giving me some good advice for my tanks. I'm gonna have to put more rocks in here. Hopefully that'll do me some good. These rocks actually came from the river, if you don't know from my previous videos, and I actually need a bit more because this isn't gonna do. These fishes are too aggressive, too violent, and look at these. They are hiding in the plants because they can't go inside the rocks anymore. These two fishes have taken over the rocks. They've dominated the rocks. Isn't that nice? Man, oh man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. All honesty. If they keep this up, no, tomorrow if I wake up and I find any fishes dead in here, I'm taking them straight to my dad's house because I'm not adding any more fishes to my tank for the time being. But I'm going to take them out. I'm going to put them into my dad's tank. And my dad will have more fish. I'll have less fish, but I guess that's all that can be done for now because I can't afford to buy some new fishes right now. I honestly can't. If I had the money, I would go to the pet store right now and literally buy like 10 fish if I could. I know buying 10 wouldn't be a good idea, but there's not really much that I can do at this point. I gotta get more rocks from the river. Gotta put them into my tank. Gotta buy a bigger tank. Gotta get another filter. So far, this just isn't gonna cut it. Look at him right there. He's terrified. She's terrified. They're all terrified. That's 5 fishes here that are terrified of these two. These two who swim freely, do whatever they want. How fair is that? That's not fair at all. Anyways, really quickly, before I forget, almost spilled my coffee. Before I forget, these two yellow ones definitely have a different coloration. They definitely don't look alike. The one in the back is more, like dull yellow, and the one that just went to the back, that's like the sunshine kind of yellow. That's the one that I believe is a female. This is the one that I believe is a male. I still don't know what this is, but I'm just going to hope that it doesn't die, because I really do want this fish to be one of the last fishes in my tank. I don't want to lose a second original fish that I've had in this tank. You guys don't know how much I really do like my fishes, and all honesty, if I do lose any more fishes or anything, I will put all of my fishes into my dad's tank. And I will buy me a half moon beta fish male. And he will have this tank to himself. And as for this little tank right here, this is going to be for his female. He'll be able to see her whenever he wants, but there's just not going to be any interaction until it's breeding time. When it's breeding time, then, you know. Anyways, before I end this video really quickly, I'm not trying to spill my coffee because it's right behind me on my chair. Where'd it go? I'm not looking for the fish. I'm actually looking for a skeleton right there on the floor. You can actually see some spot. My hand is pointing to it down there. I'm not trying to touch the water because I was just drinking coffee and I'm not trying to dilute the water or anything. But that's his exoskeleton he just shed. Here's my tryout again, just so you guys know. But yeah, you guys see how these fishes are doing? I'm actually about to make the water a bit colder so that I could see if the aggression turns down, goes down, not turns down, goes down. Yeah, you guys see that this whole thing is not going very well for me, but for now, the albino is scared for its life. The two yellow ones are always in the plant. The female and male Auratus are always by the plant. The female right now is by the rock, as you can see. But anyways, the male and the bluefish have dominated the tank completely. And I don't even know how many of my fishes eat at this point. I actually have to watch them. I don't even think that my albino had gotten a chance to eat. Thank you, that was closed. I almost thought that was my I know there's food on the filters, but these fishes are kind of scared to move. And I'm trying to see if I could feed them right here. But as you can see, my male Auratus is not taking it. I'm trying to show you guys right here. Ew. I don't know if he's inhaling or what he's doing, but you can actually see everything go clear underneath when he does that. As beautiful as this male is right here, and as much as I want to keep it and everything, I can't take it. I can't. I really can't. You can see that. That's too much aggression in this tank. In fact, I'm not even going to take the blue one out yet. The blue one is too small to put into the tank with the convicts, because the convicts definitely will try to eat it. So since the blue one's not the fish that chases, I actually believe that he's the one that took a bite out of my albino there. Ooh, you could see that skin right there. He's the one that took a bite out of my albino. You can see how aggressive he is. He chases everyone around, and he needs some playmates to show him that they're not food, all honesty. I can't keep getting fish, but I can't keep letting him terrorize the tank. He's not a good playmate, as you can see. And if I do get fishes, all honesty, actually when I get my 55-gallon, it'll be downstairs most likely, but when I get the 55-gallon, I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I forgot. Oh, I'm gonna put my cichlids into the tank one by one. They're gonna have their own big tank to swim around in, and whenever they reach a big enough size, like 1, 2, and 3,